There we are. There we go. Ahmedia. Vaniyambadi.
20 kg rice, 25 kg meat. Wonderful.
That meat quite literally falls off the bone. Huh? It's the texture of nehi, tuppa. Can't get over the smooth acceleration of this motorcycle. Beautiful. The more I ride it, the more I'm loving it. This route has been a breeze to ride on. There's hardly any traffic and the roads are brilliant. You can go to Vaniyambadi, do the biryani at Ahmedia, or if you want something vegetarian, you can go to Sai Sangeet in Vaniyambadi too. So it's a nice 280 kilometers. The hills that you see in the distance is the Shoolagiri hills. So you can also ride up to Shoolagiri hills if you like. That's also a good ride through some twisties, minor ghats. I think we should ride on this route more often. But I think the challenge is that by the time you get back home, so Vaniyambadi is roughly about 2.5 hours each way. So it's about 5 hours. And there's some of the boys stay in places like Whitefield, Marathalli. So when you get back, when you're riding through town around noon, things can heat up a bit. The traffic gets a little too much. So that's why I guess we don't ride as much as we should in this direction. Well, we're at the Vaniyambadi toll plaza. It's 9:30. Began a ride around 7:15 in the morning, so not bad at all. We stopped for about 20-30 minutes at Shoolagiri, and notwithstanding that, we made it to Vaniyambadi in less than 2 hours. Wonderful. So Ahmedia Hotel has one outlet in Vaniyambadi town. I've done an episode there. I've also shot a vlog there. And a few months ago, they opened another outlet on the highway, which is much bigger. And I also have shot a gourmet on the road episode at the new place. So we're going to the highway outlet, which should be visible any moment now. That's a turnoff that goes into Vaniyambadi town. It's been a few months since I visited them. Yes, 1 kilometer from here. So it's before Sai Sangeet on this highway going towards Chennai, if you need a pointer. So you have to cross Vaniyambadi toll, you cross the entry into Vaniyambadi town, and you keep going on the highway, and it's about a couple of kilometers before Sai Sangeet. There we are. There we go. Ahmedia. Vaniyambadi. How's the ride?
See, because of the windshield, my helmet is not getting any airflow.
So you're not feeling it?
No, the thing is I'm sweating because of that.
Really?
On the Ducati I won't sweat like this.
वीकेंड में तो बहुत कस्टमर वेटिंग रहते हैं. अभी तो 10 कस्टमर तो डेली आपका नाम लेके ही जाते हैं. सर बोला बहुत सही बताया, आया खा के गया और रेगुलर हो जाते हैं.
Well, that is Zishan, who's the owner of Ahmedia. अभी कितने साल हो गए? 48 years. 48 years, and they began with in a small eatery in Vaniyambadi town.
अभी अमूर में भी एक टेक अवे छोटा खोल दिया.
अमूर में भी खोल दिया. So well, आप स्टार की टेरिटरी में जा रहे हैं. So when it comes to biryanis in this region, there are two. One is, of course, there is the star biryani, which has been there for a long time, and then the Vaniyambadi biryani. Biryanis are very different. They're cooked on wood, but very different in the rice that's used, very different in the flavors, etc. And you must watch the episode that we've done of Vaniyambadi Biryani, the old outlet as well as the highway outlet. But also we've come here today for a quick biryani to celebrate Bell's BMW. यहाँ पे तो बड़ा क्राउड है आज तो पूरा. All the motorcyclists are here. So motorcycling कहाँ पे आते हैं?
वीकेंड में तो वीकेंड ब्रेकफास्ट रेट बोल के वो ये आपका लेक रोड है. वो एक रोड आपका है. ये अभी फूड ब्लॉक ये मोटोव्लॉग का ग्रुप है. ये आपका देख के आके.
Well, the challenge is when you come here, he fills your table with all the dishes. So I told him मेरे को राइड करके जाना है. तो ज़्यादा नहीं देना. नली सूप है ना. So आप बिरयानी देना है और फिर कीमा देना थोड़ा और थोड़ा चिकन देना. बिरयानी एंड में देना. पहले आप नली सूप और ये दो. हाँ,
एक केरला परोठा एक देता हूँ.
हाँ, एक केरला परोठा. हाँ, आप करो.
इसके साथ खाएंगे. इसका बिरयानी
पूरा 5 जितना डिश बोला वो उतना ही देना. ज़्यादा नहीं देना. ये तो मैं बोल देता आपको क्योंकि मेरे को फिर राइड करने को मुश्किल हो जाएगा. थैंक यू. The challenge with him is that he'll tell you थोड़ा थोड़ा. He'll just fill the table with all the dishes. Nice to come here and see that the place is completely packed. How are you?
What a pleasure meeting you, sir. It's
been an honor, sir. You ride with the hog?
Yes, I ride with the Hawks. I ride a Honda bike.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, you ride Africa too. Yes. That's a tall motorcycle.
Tall motorcycle. Amazing it is.
So my buddy who's with me, Bell, he just picked up a new BMW 1250 GS.
Amazing bike. Yeah, amazing.
So we said, okay, let's ride here and celebrate with a biryani at least. Just the two of us. That's Bell.
Okay. Hello, Kailash.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, Imtiaz.
Hi, Imtiaz.
Follow you.
Thank you. What do you ride?
Fat Bob.
Ah, Fat Bob. I must ride with you guys sometime.
Yeah.
It's been like ages.
Mr. Kripal and I'm Qasim.
Hi, Qasim. Hey, how are you? We meeting Sunday to Sunday now. Huh? So I'll just say hi to everybody. Yeah? Hi.
Vijay.
Hi, Vijay.
Akshay.
Hi, Akshay. Hi, guys. I said I must say hello to fellow Harley riders.
No, but we are GS riders.
GS riders. Oh, okay.
Yes.
But I'm also riding a GS today. My buddy's GS. Nice. So this is a nalli soup. This is not the paya. So the paya is the trotters. That part, there's a lot of gelatin, a lot of collagen. So they basically stew it, cook it for hours. So all that renders into that soup. So it's very nourishing, very nutritious. Yeah. And it's basically an early morning sort of a thing to get your energy for the day. This is a nalli soup. Basically same spices etc. But this is made with the marrow. You know, the nalli. Delicious. Always good to meet marrow. Ah, there's a biryani coming off dum. It's all tamarind wood, so that retains the heat longer. So that's the wood that they use. So all the biryani are cooked on wood fire.
20 kg rice, 25 kg meat.
Wonderful. That is the
Cigarette masala.
secret masala. तो उसमें घी कौन सा यूज करते हो?
उदय कृष्णा और हमारा इधर घी में बनता है. बट मैक्सिमम तो हमारा घी बनता है.
Always nice to take a look at that biryani they coming off dum. But after all, the biryani is what makes Ahmedia of Vaniyambadi so special. This is also that kidney fat. This is the softest fat that you will find. And some mutton fry, some keema. Keema has a nice tomato, coriander flavor. See, in places like these, you'll never worry about the meat going bad or something like that. Because on a daily basis, they're consuming like hundreds of kilos. So my this thing is always, when eating non-vegetarian, you eat at a place which is very busy. ये जो किडनी है, लिवर है, दोनों बहुत बढ़िया है. Very good. ये जो लिवर में लिवर मसाला थोड़ा अक्खा पेपर भी डाल दे हो.
जी पेपर फ्राई करा के इसके ऊपर.
Very good. Well, Zishan has now become a star here, so everybody who comes here wants a selfie with him.
Yes, sir. Okay.
The food that he does here, that his team does here, to family recipes, is the star. And of course, because they see Zishan here, they want selfies with Zishan now. So the feast at Ahmedia is to celebrate Peloton's motorcycle. But it's really surprised to see the motorcycle. I didn't expect to see it. I thought, okay, you're taking your decision, you will sell this, that.
No point deliberating.
So basically, I think also the fact that I was putting that Joe's bike right under your nose each time, I think that must have also pissed you towards the next time. Like, okay, let me get my own GS.
So what happened was, I took my wife to the showroom about a month ago. Then she was the one who told me, I am not getting any younger.
Correct.
So she said, if you want to buy it now.
Correct. No dilly-dallying. What's the point?
That's okay.
Actually, something similar happened when I picked up the iron as well. So I'd gone to the Triumph showroom. Then I went to the Harley Triumph T100. I rode that. I felt okay. You know, it felt like a larger bullet or whatever. I sat on the iron. There was an amber whiskey colored iron.
But as a paint which they had for 1 year.
Yeah, I rode that. Just one short ride. And sometimes you sit on that motorcycle and you know, okay, this is it. That's what happened to me. Well, do you approve of the biryani?
Very good.
Yeah?
Yeah. The flavor is awesome.
Flavor is awesome.
Yep.
That meat quite literally falls off the bone. Huh? It's the texture of nehi, tuppa. Tamil Nadu loves its biryani, you know. In Chennai, everything is like a biryani shop. Huh?
No, off late, there's a biryani rage. When friends get together, one of the reasons that give it is they want to celebrate or get together. There are a lot of these very similar kind of places, biryani shops which are open. So this becomes like a place of celebration. They're not going to go to a KFC or a McDonald's, right?
Yeah.
Just a simple celebration.
Today I can taste a bit of the tomato in that, the sourness of the tomato. Last time I told him it was a little too spicy. He's cut down the spice. The thing is the softness of the meat. This is a young animal. It's literally the sort of meat that falls off the bone. So if you want a good biryani on route, this is the place. Some bara kebab tawa fry.
2017 में किया था, फिर 2018 में किया था, अब 2018 के बाद रिप्लाई किया था, फिर आप मैसेज किए थे,
फिर मैं आया 2019
29th में को, वो भी आप बोले ऑन द वे में मिलेंगे, वही आप आए थे.
Well, so my association with Zishan Bhai goes back. Initiated by him in 2017. And I visited them in 2019, and then since then, yeah, this is my fourth visit. Twice I came, 3 बार वहाँ है ना?
यहाँ पे अभी तीसरा बार.
तीसरा बार. So it's my 6th visit to Ahmedia. So it tells you what I think of the food that they do. So if you are in and around this area, definitely stop by at Ahmedia. You have to try that mutton biryani. That's a must try. And also some of the other dishes. Anything in mutton, well, close your eyes and try it. And then nali soup ko bahut, last time हमने पहली बार try कराया था. Well, some gajar halwa, carrot halwa. I don't know, I hope you don't fall asleep on the motorcycle while riding back. We've eaten so much. Good? इसमें गाजर का ज़्यादा फ्लेवर है, खोआ ज़्यादा नहीं डालते हो? मिल्क में डालते हो? लास्ट टाइम मैंने टेस्ट किया था, उससे बेटर है इस बार. और एंड में घी. Well, that was a good brunch here at our favorite stop in Vaniyambadi at Ahmedia. Thank you, Zishan bhai. Once again, thank you very much. Of course, the sun is blazing. It's going to be a hot ride. Garmi hai abhi. But I think once we are on the motorcycle, we'll be okay. Well, that was a delicious biryani here at Vaniyambadi since 1975. I'm glad that I was able to introduce Belle to the pleasures of the Vaniyambadi biryani. Biryani done, back home now. The temperature is about 35 degrees. But when you're riding, as long as you have some cool wind hitting you, you're okay. And also, as we were getting ready to mount the motorcycle, you know, one has sweat inside, so that sweat is condensing, which feels good. What I love is the enterprising spirit of Zishan and his brothers. They've taken what their father created 40 plus years ago and have elevated it, evolved it into this huge outlet on the highway. They still have the town outlet, and I'm told now they have another delivery, takeaway sort of an outlet in Ambur as well, which is the home of the Ambur Biryani. I think if you're prepared to work hard and if you have the right attitude, you have to succeed. Of course, there's an element of luck too in all that one does, but notwithstanding that, it's amazing to see what they have achieved. So I first was introduced, or they wrote to us first in 2017. I don't remember, but Zishan just showed me those Facebook messages. And he asked us to visit his hotel in Vaniyambadi. That's all they had then. And I think we finally made it there in 2019. And since then, it's been such a joy to see them grow in the manner that they have. You know, many a times you have something that's handed over to you as part of a legacy, and to maintain that itself is quite difficult. It's quite a challenge, and I think most people are content doing that But out here, he's not only maintained the old place in Vaniyambadi town, but he's also expanded it to this amazing, very modernish looking restaurant on the highway. But the flavor of the food, the manner in which that biryani is cooked, is still the same way it was cooked 45 years ago on a wood fire. So the setting may be modern, but the food, the culinary traditions are those that go back nearly half a century. So anyways, that was our Ahmedia Vaniyambadi experience. We've done about 150 kilometers thus far. So by the time I reach home, it will be another 140 odd kilometers. So it will be a nice 280-290 kilometer ride on a Sunday. We should be back home, I think, around it's 12 o'clock now, maybe a couple of hours, by about 2 o'clock or so. I think that's it for this vlog. This must already be a slightly longish sort of a vlog, which is what most of my vlogs are like. Yes, I know, I can hear you say that, but I hope you enjoyed this watch. If you did, give this video a big thumbs up. Do share it with friends and family. And if you haven't subscribed to the Kripal Amanna Vlogs channel yet, to this channel yet, please do subscribe. It really helps us in the work that we do. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.